Datz Jammin is a brand new character who will be introduced in the Cars Disney Plus series, Cars on the Road, releasing early next month. When he was first revealed through this very color changer, people were quite iffy on his design, saying he looked like some sort of weird knockoff Next Gen or just like a ripoff of Jackson Storm. But Datz's very strange design actually is based off of something in real life. Datz Jammin is based off of a real-world prototype high-performance car that was tested on the salt flats. In real life, these salt flats of Utah are used to test high-speed vehicles, cars that look weird and have covered-up wheels and all that, similar to Datz. So, yeah, he is inspired by something in real life. Although he does look quite odd, he's supposed to. He's like an experimental high-speed racer, and although Cars on the Road isn't out quite yet, and his normal diecast isn't even out quite yet, you could already tell that is what he was meant to be. We know he'll be on the Salt Flats episode, thanks to some early leaks that labeled him as a Salt Flats car, and we also know that his paint job, his actual paint job that you can see on his real diecast, which isn't out yet, is meant to be this sort of silver primer coat. Not really primer, but more so the base gray silver color that cars are before they're painted. You could even sort of see it here at the front of the color changer, and from the fact that the color changer is supposed to change to a sort of silver color, although he looks like more of a dull gray. The Datz Jammin 155 scale diecast has a very inconsistently colored paint job, just like on the artwork here, because again, he's meant to be an unpainted car, it seems, because he's nothing but a prototype car. I think the fact that Datz's color changer was revealed first and looked very, very strange is something that turned a lot of people off from the character design. But again, it is based off of something that's actually real, and I think it'll be quite interesting to see him in the series. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Cars on the Road color changer, Datz Jammin. Super excited to take a look at this. This is the first new character from Cars on the Road that I have in merchandise, except for the little plastic squirter Sarah Cogs thing from the Mater pack. Anyway, let's take a closer look at this guy. Of course, he has the traditional color changer packaging, just with on the road written there. I have some artwork of Datz, which is still our only artwork of the character. And you could see, yeah, he has that sort of inconsistent color scheme going on, even on the back when he's changed to a blue color. And it seems like they emulated that a little with this diecast, having that inconsistency in color scheme. I think it'll be easier to see when he's out of the box. Color changer's logo there, 2-in-1. And you'll notice if you look very closely that the Datz Jammin name tag is actually, it has a sticker over it with his name written on it. You can see some other letters under there. The same happened with Revo Koss, who I picked up alongside him. I don't know if these are just my copies or if this is all of them, but I have a feeling that when we peel this back, he's gonna have his prototype rumor list name down there. That's what I think it'll probably say. Yeah, see, look, Datz Jammin, once again covered up by a sticker. On the back, we'd see his two colors, but more interestingly, this. So what's behind here? I think it'll probably be his prototype name. Let's see. It would probably be easier if we took him out of the packaging first, but let's see. Yeah. Well, would you look at that? Datz Jammin's prototype name, according to rumor lists, was Special Construction Salt Flats. And you could see, just from me starting to peel off the name tag here, the sticker they put on, they accidentally misprinted him to say that. So as you can see, now that I've very crudely peeled most of the sticker off, it says Special Construction here. And yeah, the same is true for Revo, who also has these stickers. Really, really surprising that this happened. Although this did happen last year with the NASCAR racers, where I believe they misspelled Karsten Ace Dillon's name, and I had to cover it up. Now, on the packaging of these on the road cars, they're the exact same as regular singles, but they have a little map here behind the bubble, which is a really cool detail. You could see Willie's Butte, some other stuff, maybe the circus tent, volcano for Cretaceous Gardens, and a little desert area, so that is pretty nice. Pretty cool little thing. Nice way to just change it up a little, since they are continuing to use the traditional color changer packaging for these guys. And yeah, here is the name tag with Datz's name on it. And now we will peel the sticker off. Well, that's very interesting. Now at least I have a cars on the road topic for my next errors and inconsistencies. That is certainly interesting. Anyway, sorry that I kind of got sidetracked there, but that's something I noticed on my car ride back, having these cars. I was just sort of looking at them and I realized that. Anyway, here is Datz out of the package, and he's so weird. He's so weird. He's great. Look at him. What a guy. Man, I mean, I know I was vouching for Datz Jammin earlier in this video. Incredible name, by the way. I know I was vouching for him earlier on in the video. I think it's just the color changer doesn't really look the best. The 155 scale, the regular diecast, definitely looks a bit better than this. This being our first introduction to the character, I think, like I said earlier, turned a lot of people off from the design for him. But yeah, in person, he still looks very odd. His proportions are very strange. Again, he is based off of a real car. But yeah, just to compare him to a generic car like Thomasville Cal, who is just the first car I pulled off my shelf. Very interesting proportions. In case you want to see him next to a McQueen, let's grab a random McQueen. Here's Gold McQueen. Yeah, very interesting, very low to the ground, but again, the car he's based off of, from what I've seen, was also very low to the ground. Very small eye area, much like Francesco, since again the car he's based off of had a very small eye area. He has the number 8, specifically a 08, and if you couldn't already tell, unfortunately, that's a sticker. Another thing I noticed when I first got these guys, it's all stickers. I thought we'd evolved past this color changers, but no, Datz has sticker decals. The color changers have been printing most of the decals and then using stickers for the eyes, and I've complained in countless reviews now that the eyes on my color changers keep looking awful, the eye stickers. Sometimes there are air bubbles, sometimes the color seeps through the eye sticker. Not a fan. Maybe because Datz's shape is so weird and the 8 was like had to be put on an angle. Maybe they thought using stickers was easier, but no, not a good idea. It's got a very interesting smirk there. Just such a strange shape. A lot larger at the front, smaller at the back. Maybe a little similar to Carlo Veloso. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Again, got kind of a confident smirk with his name, Datz Jammin, and just the picture here. Seems like he's going to be just your sort of overconfident car. Probably similar to one of the next gens. His wheels are covered, as I said earlier. You can see he does still have them. Very little, small plastic wheels. Drives pretty interestingly. I mean, he drives normally. It's just interesting that this is a car where you can't see the wheels moving. Yeah, you really cannot make them out there. Of course, in universe, he's supposed to have wheels. They're just covered because he's such a high-speed car. Think the XRS rocket racers, you know, except he's actually based off of something more realistic than they were. Moving on to the back, we have it looks like speakers. Maybe his name is Datz Jammin because he plays music. Datz Jammin, DJ. I mean, I know we already have a car with speakers in him named DJ, but maybe there's a connection there. Maybe they're not speakers, they're probably just other parts of the car. I have no clue what this is. What is this supposed to be? Is this a flame shooting out of the back? It certainly does not look like a flame. Is this like a button? It's not a button, it doesn't do anything. What is this? I guess we'll just have to see when the show comes out. And then we also have just some more typical details down there. Looks like some exhaust ports, maybe a spot to put a license plate. Not quite sure. I don't think these are speakers. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, you guys know that I'm not really the best with a lot of racing terminology, so I'm not really sure what is going on the back here, especially with this part, but certainly let me know if you guys know what's up here. I'm not very familiar with like prototype high-speed vehicles like this. You can see the whole time the darker color has been seeping through this guy, so I think it's time to finally test him out. But before that, I do want to point out, you can definitely see sort of that speckled paint scheme going on with him, like I said earlier, meant to represent the fact that he seems to be unpainted. If you look very closely, especially in some of the darker areas, I think it'll be easier to see when we put him in cold water. So yeah, let's move him there. Also very interesting, he has a little round part molded into his base. Interesting. We've got our cold water, and we've got our warm water, and we've got our Datz Jammin. This is the second time I've had to record this since, once again, my ice melted before I could change him to the cold water color. But when we put him in warm water, he becomes a little bit of a lighter gray. The back of the box shows that he's supposed to be more silver, but they've never done a metallic color changer before, so yeah, he's just going to end up being a flat gray, even though in the show he is meant to be silver, at least according to his regular diecast. Now we put him in cold water. Ooh, I really like that. Wow, hold on. Move him around a little bit. Yeah, that looks really cool. So, just like I said earlier, he is supposed to have a bit of an inconsistent sort of speckled color scheme going on, which it seems they tried to capture with the color changer here, intentionally making it so that some parts change color a little less than others, especially towards the back here, so that, yeah, it looks like the sort of speckled, unfinished paint job that Datz is supposed to have. I'd say this is an error, but I don't think it is. This is just what the character is supposed to look like. Just check the packaging, where that's what he looks like. The darker color part of him on his artwork has these little speckles, because, again, he's meant to be sort of an unfinished prototype car. Yeah, very cool. I definitely prefer the cold water color. I think I'll keep him displayed in it, and then, of course, when I get the regular metal Datz, whenever he comes out, which should be soon, then I'll have my silver Datz. But yeah, very, very nice. And unlike my last two reviews of Lightning and Mater, both of his colors look as intended. Yeah, on the back of the box, they show that the warm water color should be metallic, but again, didn't expect that. They've never done a metallic color changer, so yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Datz Jammin in the comments. Are you excited to see him? Do you like the design? Do you not like the design? I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.